Welcome back to TMZ Live. Time for our weekly segment, Follow the Money. And I gotta say,
I'm really super interested in this.
We are following more money than maybe we ever have for this segment, because the money we are following is Beyoncé and Jay-Z's money, which became a thing this week because they are now competitors in the fitness world. After Jay-Z announced his investment into a company called Climber, a piece of home workout equipment. And you know, Beyoncé is with Peloton. So what's the deal here?
What gives?
Is it friendly competition? Is it fierce competition? Or is it a plot for a takeover?
And should two people who are connected get into competing businesses? Because that in itself is interesting, right?
For the companies, right, exactly. Yeah. So let's bring in a guy who helps us follow the money every week. DAYMOND JOHN from Shark Tank. DAYMOND, welcome back, man. We got a lot of money to follow.
Thank you.
Let's get on.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think this is part of their global domination.
So you say it's global domination, but it's also competition, because most people, if they do get this fitness equipment, they're going to buy one or the other, but not both. I mean, I think that's a fair analysis. So they're in competition.
You know, I don't know if they're in competition. They're, you know, all high tide lift all boats. I think that they're getting into a very new space that is absolutely taking off, and they're both smart. I mean, listen, they had this conversation at home. Trust me, it wasn't like, honey, I'm going to compete against you. It was like, honey, what else can I do right now? You're going to get a piece of Peloton. I'm going to own part of this company. What are we collectively going to do together? I think we should be talking more about where is this space going in general, because, you know, they're the leaders of industries, and they're going to open this wide open for a lot of different people and a lot of different companies.
The Peloton stock went through the roof at the beginning of quarantine, but it's gone down since there was an announcement of the vaccine, because now people are saying, well, maybe I can get back to the gym next year. So is the timing right
for either of them?
Is the timing right here?
So first of all, absolutely perfect if you want to go into the Peloton stock, because listen, ESPN did a survey and they showed that 70% of people will not go to events, you know, crowded events until they really realize that the vaccine is sustainable. Now, think about it like this. All the city goers have now moved home or went to the suburbs. You invest $1,800 into a Peloton machine. You are connected to this entire community. You think you're going to give that up and just go back? And I'm telling you right now, I am not going to be surprised if an Apple or an Amazon or a Netflix is going to acquire one of these companies that have a massive amount of content, a big user base, and a very rabid user base about the things they have. And regardless, Jay-Z and Beyoncé also can push other content of their artists and various other things through these pipelines at the same time. This is a follow the money all day. You need to be investing in these companies.
Huh. So regardless of whether there's a competition between them, you think that more people, just average everyday people, are going to invest in this because they hear Jay-Z's names attached to it? Because we were talking about that this week when they made the announcement. Like, would someone just go, oh yeah, I'm going to go buy it because Jay-Z invested in it?
No, at the end of the day, product is king, right? You know, listen, even I just invested in an at-home gym. People are going to want to stay at home. And even though they're going to go out and franchise gyms are going to be part of it, but you don't know if you want to be around people that are sweating and doing all those things, but yet you could be part of the community at home. Listen, I found something on Kickstarter about 2 months ago. It was the second biggest fitness Kickstarter in history. It raised about $3.5 million, and it is simple. It is it's a 3-in-1 machine, a paddle, row, and ski that's the size of a basketball. And I invested in that to do the back end, not the front end. But I invested in that because I know people are going to want to now be home, because you're investing so much in your home right now. And, you know, it's the norm now. Listen, Zoom meetings aren't the new normal. They're just a meeting now. So, you know, this is the same thing going on with Peloton and Climber. And by the way, I don't know if you guys are married, but let me tell you something what happened with Jay-Z and Beyoncé. They're smart. When I'm out at an event and she tells me to put on a jacket, I got 2 questions. Am I chilly or are we leaving? You do not argue with the woman in the house. It is not a competition. Trust me on this one.
So wait a minute. So I just want to check that, because you're so smart in this stuff. So what you invested in is both workout with weights and cardio? Because that's a good idea if that's what it is.
No, well, it's like a little basketball. It's called Whipper, WIHPR, and you can stand up paddle. It fits anywhere and do all this type of stuff. It goes to an app, and of course, we're going to create a community. How many people stand up paddle fast enough? How many people can row fast enough? And you can take it with you on a trip to to wherever you're going and be in a hotel and get your workout in.
That's just a good idea. Huh.
WHIPR, go check it out. We'll be delivering those in April, but more importantly, people are all about fitness right now. Everybody needs to lose that COVID-19 pounds. Everybody's at home. It is really where the world is going right now.
So let me tell you why I admire you so much, because we're out of time. That we were talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z. You somehow turned it, and you've now promoted your own investment. So that's why I admire you so much, Damon.
Oh, thanks, Damon.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. We won't talk to you until the day after.
Love you guys. Bye.